Hi, in today's video we will discuss equivalent fractions and ratios. Now, how do we get to produce an equivalent fraction? All we need to do is to multiply or divide the numerator and the denominator of a particular fraction by the same non-zero number. That would give us an equivalent fraction. Now, let's take 2 over 3 for example. If you're going to multiply this, you can create an equivalent fraction to this fraction by multiplying the numerator and denominator with a non-zero number. So you can multiply with 2 or 3. If you multiply with 1, you'll actually have the same fraction, so that won't be necessary. So you can multiply the fraction, the numerator and the denominator by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at any non-zero number. So far it's non-zero and also not 1, because if you multiply by 1, like I said earlier, you'll have the same fraction. So let's multiply this by 3 and then multiply. Remember, it's the same number you multiply the numerator with, you multiply the denominator with the same non-zero number. Now this would give us 6 over 9. So we can safely say that 2 over 3 is equivalent to 6 over 9. Okay, and then let's try like division out. You have something like 12 over 15. So you can either multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same non-zero number to get another equivalent fraction, or you can divide. If you see that there is a number that can divide both 12 and 15, the same number can divide 12, the same number can divide 15, and you'll have a whole number as your answer. You go ahead and divide. So if you divide this by 3, you divide this by 3, what will you have? This would give you 4 over 5. So we can safely say that 12 over 15 is an equivalent fraction to 4 over 5. All right, and the same thing applies to ratio. Okay, let's do a quick ratio here. You have the difference between ratio and fraction is actually that ratios have units. Okay, so 3 inches to 5 inches. You want an equivalent fraction to this, just multiply by 2. That will be one example. So this would give you 6 inches over 10 inches. So this is an equivalent fraction right here. Okay, ratio or fraction. All right, so let's check out an example. Okay, the width of a rectangle is 7 inches. The ratio of the width to length is 1:4. What is the length of this rectangle? All right, now the concept of equivalent fractions will help us solve this. So you can first of all draw your rectangle. Okay, and then the width is what? The width is 7 inches. We're yet to know the length, but we do know that the ratio of width to length is 1:4. Okay, so for every 1 unit of the width, we have 4 units of length. And what's our width right here? We have 7 inches. So if we have 7 inches, if the width is 7 inches, then the length will be 4 times whatever the width is. And that will be 7 times 4, and that will be 28 inches. So we can safely say that the length of the rectangle is equal to 28 inches. You can confirm that if you want to. Let's try out the ratio of width to length. So this will become 28 now inches. So if you want to try it out, the ratio of width to length, the fraction form, that will be 7 over 28. And if you divide this 7 by 7, you have 1. 20 divided by 7, you'd have 4. That will be 1 over 4, which is the same thing as 1 ratio 4. So you see our answer is actually correct, 28 inches. All right. So with this, we've come to the end of equivalent fractions and ratios. For more videos, practice questions, and valuable resources, do visit www.inowunderstand.com. And I'd love to leave you with this message again. You are loved, you are smart, the world needs you. Till we meet again in the next video, keep on being the very best version of yourself. Bye for now.